Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 20 of our Let's Learn series for Victoria 3, where we continue to take our mighty nation of Portugal to new heights. We've already taken it from a minor power to a major power in the first 45 years or so, but we are now in 1893. That is what's almost 57 years into the game, almost 60. We are expanding in east, kind of west southern Africa, with 6 years left for malaria prevention, and then we should be able to grab up pretty much the rest of the Africa that's available. We've built up our military, we've built up our navy, we continue to do so. We built up our industry massively. Look, our GDP has been surging over the last 10 years. We have 140 construction, and the conundrum we've come to at the end of the previous episode is that we simply don't know what to build. We have plus 40,000 surplus. So let's take stock of where we are and really have a think. And I think, to be honest, there's two problems we need to sort out right now. Is one, why are some of our buildings not hiring? I've had a quick look around. Hang on, Macau. Oh yeah, we have 6 levels. Well, we actually managed to finish building up all of this. 6 levels of silk plantations. Silk is in the Portuguese market, the price is 46, so maybe it's not profitable enough. High productivity. I'm going to go ahead and subsidize this just as a test, because it is interesting. We do want a lot of silk. We don't want a lot of silk, although we want silk all the way out here in our textile mills. Right, and our luxury clothes and simple clothes are actually pretty cheap. Now we're going to go ahead, go to our market, and actually kill the import of luxury furniture, trade routes. Right, we're exporting luxury furniture, importing 472 from the United Kingdom. Wow, that's going to be painful. I feel like that's going to destroy a lot of shopkeeper jobs. Right here, our own jobs is 472. Wait, let's just make sure we get this right. Right, we're producing 327 and consuming 125 in Beira. Your owned trade routes. We're exporting, importing 472. So we have sell orders 834, 500 from trade routes, and 300 we're producing ourselves. But buy orders are 750. Port needs are mostly 740. Yeah, to be honest, if about 2/3 are still provided by trade routes. Can we really afford to kill that trade route? I guess not. And do we really need that silk? I guess not, right? Fine, let's leave this silk alone then. Maybe we just don't need it. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But we've been hit with this issue almost everywhere where... Yeah, but I think the answer is again in the market access price impact, because building more sulfur here, I mean, sulfur is expensive because it is used here, right? It is used places like these. Paper mill, paper mill perhaps, bad example. Explosives, it needs sulfur. It's buying it at a price of 60, telling us that, look, it's expensive. And we want to lower its price. So we say, hey, let's build more sulfur and lower 60 to something else, right? Something lower. We'll say, but we can't just build sulfur anywhere. Sulfur we built in Alentejo. We just don't have enough labor to expand it here, right? So we definitely can't build it locally. We need to build it somewhere else. Somewhere else would be Sunda. It's the only place in our nation where we can actually build sulfur. And we build it here, right, to reduce the price for our market. But however, we don't reduce it by the same amount. And the issue is that since here locally it is not needed, the price for sulfur locally, i.e. the price that's actually used for calculating profitability of this building and for hiring purposes, is lower. In fact, it's too low now, right? It's minus 10% compared to base price. And so, despite the fact that yes, here it's cheap, but nobody wants sulfur here, but the profits for this building are calculated based on local price. You can also kind of think about it as, I mean, to me, it's price before transport, right? So they're selling onto the market at a price of 44, right, and saying, okay, that's our profit. We'll sold 72 sulfur at a price of 44, right? The reality, there's some sort of shipping costs. By the time it gets to the Portuguese market, let's say the cost is 55. And so the building in Portugal is telling us, look, sulfur is expensive. We need more sulfur. We build sulfur here, but here, like the 25% differential, effectively, right? It's telling us, well, look, this is what they get. And so, yes, of course, that strategy works to some extent, building sulfur mines in Sunda Islands to supply sulfur to Alenteo, but it only works up to an extent, and we've exhausted that extent, really. Yeah, we've really kind of come to the end of it. But, I mean, our economy is still super strong, however. So what do we do then? I mean, we have 40,000 surplus. It's a bit crazy, to be honest. But what do we do in a scenario like this? Now, the reason I'm looking at Brazil is I think, why don't we invade Brazil? That's plus 50% GDP, almost double our population. They are Brazilian, they're Catholic, so they won't be discriminated against. So we could just use all of our capital to like build this nation up, right? Now, how do we go about invading Brazil? Well, they have an army power projection of 4.3 thousand. Navy of 600. Now our navy is 1800. We smashed their navy, and we're still building up. So we got about 2,000 maybe in here. What we need is an army. Okay, one of our generals seems to have died, sadly, or not. Let's get this guy in there. Cruel, delaying tactics, pillage, kill rate. Get this guy in here, so we have, yeah, because right now our organization fell because we were above our command limit. But here we are, yeah, our army projection is 1,500, so we need, what, 100 battalions, let's say, to take on Brazil. 100 battalions. That's 100,000 extra men we need. 100,000. Where are we going to get 100,000 men? I would like to ask this game, where are we going to get 100,000 men? Well, could we just draft these colonial troops here? Yeah, that should be possible, right? I mean, soldiers are soldiers, right? Let's try this. Let's give this a go. I mean, honestly, guys, I'm in a bit of an uncharted territory myself. So let's go ahead. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let's just get kind of level 5 everywhere. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, hang on, actually. Vristat? No, let's, abort. So Vristat doesn't have enough labor, so I forgot about that. So can we please... Oh, dearie me, this is gonna be painful, isn't it? Ah, this is gonna be painful. Infantry. Dearie me. No. Ah, this is gonna be really unnecessarily building. Modifiers, mobilization. No, we won't. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, we have towards Transvaal and Vristad. Don't really need these guys. Have a lot of manpower. I mean, absolute, especially Zambezia. These guys, no, we don't want any. Actually, wait, I know. Construction, government construction. There we go. Vristad. Let's just remove these. Vristad. To be honest, even Transvaal, I might remove it. Let's do Zambezia. Lourenco Marquez has 80,000. It's really Zambezia that we want to build more. And Zambezia needs... Alright. Losing our 11. Plus skirmish infantry. That will be our base. Okay, let's at least do that. We'll put our construction to good use. Right. Let's go ahead. If we have so much money that we could build up our military, we're going to colonize this naturally. In fact, why don't we just take on Brazil? Right, our industries will keep growing. Population is growing. Right. We have infrastructure. We have everything. Like, we literally have everything. All we need is more population, ideally. That's what we really need. Conciliatory. 450. Let's see if we can export. Can we export our silk, stainless steel, sugar? Still do Austrian, Mont. Let's go ahead and do all of this. We could build a government administration somewhere. Maybe Transvaal. No. 1 million people live in Transvaal. Yes. Government administration, though, would not hurt. We do have some unemployed here. Here we could get a government administration. See, do we have enough taxation capacity? Yeah, we do. I mean, Beira can have. Yeah, we can put one more government administration here just to service all of our trade routes and population as it keeps growing. Otherwise, okay, our investment is now 40,000, whereas new construction is 44. So just a little bit more, and we'll get a little bit more. We'll probably industrialize this quite a bit in the very near future. Okay. So we have 24, so we're going to have about 40 battalions. So then we need maybe shrapnel artillery. Put that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That also in Zambezia. Those people to good use. Here we have 50,000. Could. Yeah, let's get this up to like 100,000. It's America sides with Austria. And then we could just nibble. Iron mines, rubber. Any lead that we could take over from Brazil. Netherlands backs down in diplomatic play against Austria. Oh, there it is. There's lead. Minas Gerais. Rubber. Logging camps, fishing. Lead. There we go. Why don't we start from here? Rio Grande do Sul. We'll land in here. Rio Grande do Sul. Lead, coal, logging camps, waiting stations, all sorts of things. Some population. No, we could just... Let's declare an interest. First of all, in Brazil. Hello. My old neighbor. Declare an interest. 4 out of 22 used. Wow. Okay, we are going to have a say in, like, we're interested in here. We are interested in Indochina, just so we are aware as to what's happening. We're interested everywhere in South America. Right. To be honest, all of Africa we're interested in. Are we interested in Arabia? Not really. Not really in Arabia, perhaps. Say Britain, Occitania. Yeah, we're now a European power. Balkans, yes, we are interested. Yes, it is our business, that's right. Europe. Oceania. Yep, all of this. If you're asking, is it our business? Well, to be honest... No, hang on, actually. Let me just Let's back up a little, back up a little. Is Nordics our interest? Not really. What is of our interest is perhaps United States of America. That's more like, you know, maybe North Sea isn't so much our interest, but Dixie. Right? That's something we want to, yeah, we want to know everything about Africa. Are we really interested in Poland? Perhaps not. Into Canada. That means we can trade with them. We know what's going on. I mean, are we really interested in Turkey? More than Mexico? Or Central America? Or the Caribbean? Definitely Indochina, Oceania we're interested in. We want to know. The Nubia. Is that really interesting for us? And maybe one more. Fine. I would say, yeah, okay, fine. This is we are interested in. Okay. We'll get a bit more naval power. I would like to be interested in Central America as well. Enact landed voting. Radicalism low again. The intelligentsia rears its ugly head. Get out. There will be no debates. Oh, look at this though. Look at this, guys. Okay, so our private sector is only using 100 construction. But okay, we have now 52 battalions. So we are actually hiring. Sure, 11 and 3. Deary me. Okay, we have to think, what do we build? We have to think, like, what do we actually build? I mean, good question. Yeah, we're gonna figure out, like, what... We're gonna figure this out. I mean, motors. Clothes. How about clothes? Can we build clothes? Who has cotton? Dyes and cotton. Okay. Zambezia, you have 158,000 people. So why don't we... Let's just see. Let's see how this... If this works out. Textile mills. How about that? Let's build five textile mills in Zambezia and create a textile industry to serve the whole empire. They have cotton, they have dyes. They don't have silk, I guess, but let's really see, like, where is it? Is all silk in Asia? I mean, it's fine if it is. Yeah. Oh, okay, Spain actually has a bit of silk, but yeah. So there's no point in hoping for silk. So that's fine. Okay. But what do textiles need? Yeah, we'll just produce... Let's say we take Zambezia. We don't even need silk. We're just going to produce a lot of simple clothes for our market. Right, they have cotton. Let's have a look. We have textile mills. Yeah, luxury clothes are cheap in our market anyway. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Industrialize Zambezia. Right, it's 1 million GDP. 3%. It's got plenty of labor. It's got more resources. Let's go. Right, we can then build like a couple of cotton plantations. We have dyes plantations. Let's go ahead. There you are. Electric telegraph unlocked. Through the use of simple electric pulses, messages can be rapidly transmitted through codes across vast distances. Officers in a stuffy office can send commands to armies on the far side of the world instantaneously. What hath God wrought? -5% exhaustion. Okay. We could even incorporate Zambezia. How about that, guys? How'd you like that? Do we have enough infrastructure here as well? Yeah, let's see. Okay, let's try and make something of Zambezia. It even has iron. It's good. And it is a good province. Right, what else do we have in Africa here? We could... I mean, I don't really want to take over any more land. Coal, rubber. Coal and iron. Transvaal. Yeah, this is... I mean, a good province, but it's already pretty built up though. Let's see what we can do in Zambezia. Let's see what happens when we actually build like textile mills here. They will suffer from throughput. That's true, but maybe that's better than not building anything or building everything in our mainland. Identification documents unlocked. By creating documents identifying citizens of a country, it is much easier to keep track of them. 25. Taxation capacity, max home affairs institution. Okay, institutions, home affairs. There you go. Let's get the secret police up there. 25% suppression, impact on interest group attractions, 50% political movement, radicalism, revolution progress. Yeah, let's just get rid of that while we're here. We can then also build a railway here and a government administration. Let's see how all of this fares. Right, let's see. Textile mills, are they going to be hiring? Petit bourgeoisie, yeah, clothes. Everything is going according to plan. I just read, by the way, guys, yeah, like a month-old post on Reddit, so a few interesting things that it said. So each building will attempt to hire 10% of its employees per week, and they do hire proportionally, as I said. That I kind of knew. Let's see, so if they keep hiring, we'll keep watching it. Let's just do a quick check on our military. Have we trained up? No, we're actually still training up what we've built in the barracks because it takes time. But let's keep going. Right. Okay, our GDP. Okay, it dipped a little bit. The reason it dipped is when we stop building. As soon as we stop constructing, our GDP dips, right? Because all the prices for steel, iron, glass, all of those things come down. There goes to textile mills. See, but now it's the issue is that it's the local clothes that will be not very expensive. See, and again, like we built, I guess the solution standard living decreased to 4 in Portuguese Zambezia. Well, yeah, but that's Portuguese Zambia, I think that was. Well, not much we can do about that. But you see here, textile mills. Yeah, it's 10% below price because they're just not needed here. But fabric is a little bit expensive here. I guess the answer is to keep building this up. Like as long as it's profitable, right? It's still a good thing overall. Right, I'm sure it has decreased. Yeah, I mean here we have cotton, we have clothes. Ooh, they're actually okay. But let's, for example, build another 4 levels in Mozambique. We have workers here. We actually have again dyes and cotton, just the same. Right, so let's build that up. We have urban centers now. Let's go ahead and do the covered markets, gas streetlights, public trams. Get all of this, feed demand in our mainland, right? Reduce the price of all of these. So services are now of a decent price in Zambezia. Oh, Great Britain sided with Netherlands diplomatically against Samba's proletarian revolt. Still in surplus, guys. Can you believe we have 6 million gold reserves and still we are these. Okay, well, what if we build a construction sector all the way out here? How about that? Although no, actually no, I'm not going to build that. Sorry, I'm not going to build that. I'm instead going to spend our money on more military. So we still need another. Still need a lot, to be honest. Right, because if we look at our barracks, they're still hiring. It would be very nice if we could get advanced training. Military, right? Military statistics, that would give us advanced tactics. But that won't be there for some. That is colonized West New Guinea. Must be. Okay, yeah, yeah, there you go. Okay, because this is now a centralized nation. Right, let's see. Okay, That's about as much as we could do. Now, forestry, one infrastructure, some fertilizer throughput, so we could create a mineral company Valenteo. Portuguese paper. It's not very productive though, like everywhere else in the world. Yes, and there's no companies. Okay, if home affairs increased, we need more bureaucracy. Let's see how this fares. We did build government administration here. Let's see. Hiring. Right. Textile mills are profitable. However, prices are cheap for both fabric. Yeah, fabric, but it's even cheaper here. Okay, more textile mills. Yeah, here fabric is so cheap that also this is very welcome. Right, so perhaps, yes, the way to wean ourselves off of clothes from Britain is to just build like a little bit of textile mills, but we have to spread them out. Yeah, you see. So we'll build like 2 more. The price will drop. Right. In reality, okay, Mozambique price is 32, Portuguese is 33. We are still constructing. Let's have a look at our, yeah, still about minus 6,000, so a little bit more would be actually welcome. Urban centers here, okay, let's public trams. We still need more engines, steel, and coal. I mean, as long as it's not a shortage. What is the proposal for trade agreement with Sulu? No. Some African nation. Not a lot. Yep, we're still building even more. Now we do have this massive army. What do we have? We're gonna have 41, 20. Get these lancers from again Zambezia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. A lot of forces here. If this ever revolts, we're gonna have a bit of an issue. It's kind of better to spread this out a little bit. We have 95,000 peasants in Lindy. Yeah, so and kind of the difference here is that we could hire a 3rd general, right, and increase our command limit. I mean, this is really about convenience, right? Now, every time we need to move our army, we're going to need to move our entire 60, mobilize them as an army, right, and move them around as this massive, bulky force, right? So it would actually pay off to like create an army. Indonesia, Zanj, Congo, South Africa. Select HQ to build an army. So put an army in Zanj, right, so that we actually guard all of this. And we do build like Lindy. 10. Build Kazembe. Let's get that, and Kazembe's got, as long as 45,000, that's still okay. And we have so much money that we just need to like keep our construction sectors going. Yeah, so overall these textile mills, for example, right? So these peasants got upskilled. This is a good thing. Same with here, these textile mills are making a profit, but that's about the limit though. Like we can only go up to like level 5, and that's about it, because here, okay, we also have cotton. We have coal. We have iron and coal. We could actually, okay, what if we build steel mills here? Yeah, well, they will be unprofitable because they can only sell to outside, right? That is kind of the issue. What about if here we have logging camps? What if we build... Yeah, what would actually make sense to build here is furniture manufacturers, right? They should be profitable. Let's build like 5 levels. Get some furniture for our country. Alright, let's get our army training up. That should be very quick. Yeah, we need to get like 120 battalions. That will allow us to deal with Brazil. Now, before we actually do potentially deal, we could make them our protectorate. But all that would really give us... In fact, how about we put them... If they were our protectorate, this would put us in their market, wouldn't they? But they would still be autonomous. We still couldn't just go and like build what we want. Brazil views Portugal as a mistaken enemy in geopolitical affairs. They are likely to try and patch relations up and end any ongoing rivalry. Relations between us are cold. Let's have a look. What could we do? Diplomatic demands. Transfer subject, no. Take treaty port. No. Regime change. Open market. Demand open market war goal from another country. If they accept this, like the war goal will be ceded and a truce will be created. If they refuse, diplomatic play will start. Okay. Open market war goal. Brazil is a junior partner in market controlled by Great Britain, actually. Interesting. What if we attack the United States? Make protectorate. We could do. They accept. Okay, liberate somebody, liberate country, independence, increase autonomy, humiliation, cut down to size, but instead, what about conquer state? Could get. Just do this, right? Let's see, who are they allied with? Let's just check that before we get into alliance with Russia. Really? Defensive pacts, customs unions, oppose obligations to Russia, customs union with the United Kingdom. Yeah, I think neither of these will be too happy. Austria, cocky against Japanese shogunate. The United States is supporting them. Open Japanese market. That's their primary demand. In fact, we should have done that, to be honest. We thought about that before. Hang on. Should we side? Yeah, we can't really... Okay, let's think about this. As we get to 1900, yeah, well, let's build up our military so we can actually throw our weight around. While we're doing that, though, yeah, let's just keep building. Keep building. Reserves are through the roof. We're just kind of hemorrhaging cash, which we're not spending on something useful. Goals, logging camps, textile mills here. I don't even know how to. What? East Africa. East Africa, what do they even have? Alliance with Geledi. Africa observation from damage relations. I mean, if we could just grab them. Okay, they're antagonistic, are they? Oman. We could just get Zanzibar from them, to be really honest. Just so we like expand in East Africa, right? And just grab everything we possibly can. Kind of question, though, like why do we really need it? Do we really need it? We're getting more pops in our market, I guess, right? And they do demand things, demand goods, which is a good thing overall. Pump jacks unlocked. The trick with crude oil is getting it out of the ground in a regular, consistent flow. The pump jack has a straightforward pump, fits the bill perfectly. Automatic irrigation for all sorts of plantations. Interesting. The tooling workshops in Alentejo have seen an increase in workplace injuries due to increased mechanization and poor safety regulations. Slow down production while the staff adjust to this new machinery. Landowners and industrials get -2, -10% manufacturing throughput at entail. No, we cannot pull the brakes on the engines of progress. 4% mortality for 5 years. Yeah, I mean, we cannot pull the brakes. Okay, some people, it will be reduced population growth, which is a shame. We need it. We need it. Yeah, the thing is, we were discussing private healthcare would actually give us like 0.2, but if we did get private healthcare, we would lose the 0.5 birth rate from b-futural multiplier. So it's not really worth switching to private health insurance away from charity hospitals. They're still together. They're still very strong. Okay, let's get more of this. There's this textile mills in South Angola. No. Well, since we are South Angola, we are producing logging camps. Yeah, hardwood is super cheap wood. Well, we can go ahead and make these into sawmills. So we actually produce some wood locally. Right, we could produce a bit of furniture here. Textile mills. Let's say production 4, consumption 35. They are going to produce 45. Yeah, that's kind of more than enough here. We are producing. Okay, come on. Yeah, okay, that's furniture manufactories. Right, that should be well. Agitator appears, enact total separation. Come on. It's not happening. Yeah, we do face this massive throughput load. Malice. Steel mill someone built. Yeah, you see, so the productivity is very low in colonial buildings. Why throughput? We just get 10% from colonial exploitation. Right. So it's very hard to grow our GDP, I guess, by building things here. As these buildings are never profitable. And that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Well, let's just keep giving it a go. Well, because basically all of these have cotton, so we pretty much everywhere here we could build like a few textile mills. Yeah, pretty much always they're profitable. Right, a couple here. We could like everywhere. Could use, every province could use some textile mills because everyone needs some everyone needs some clothes somewhere, and all these provinces have local cotton and whatnot. So let's go ahead and see if we can industrialize East Africa. Alright, that's still something to our GDP, even if they're not terribly profitable. Standard of living still rises for everyone, so that's all good. Go ahead and have a look. We're still training these guys. That is... Yep. Barracks still. Well, officers. Okay, they can't actually. Hang on. They cannot hire officers. Aristocrats and tobacco politicians and basically are satisfied with their current employment. Oh. Sort of satisfaction. Not sure why everyone's so relaxed. Well, we need to get people. Maybe it's literacy we should improve. Let's get everyone's minimum expectations up. People are having low expectations here, just chilling. They don't wanna be a soldier invading Brazil. I mean, I understand them though. And Agitated cultural exclusion, guys. It's not happening. Guys, look at this, guys. Look at our surplus. We're absolutely overflowing with goods. But let's look at our home states and fertile grounds. Finding both the Portuguese public and supposed political allies unreceptive to his ideas, frustrated, David Fernandez had decided to retire from the realm of politics, opting instead to spend the rest of his days penning embittered reflections on what could have been. Let him peddle his ideas in peace, away from Lisbon. Petite bourgeoisie gets 5% interest group attraction, sure. Yeah, I mean, population is growing, but it's all getting employed. Oh, look at this. We actually built up 17,000 peasants. That's because we don't need any more fertilizers, it seems. Explosives. Fertilizer. Sulfur. Interesting. We could, for example, for our Portuguese army, and this one we have 15 kind of what sort of indigenous battalions, but we could maybe build like 5 in Beira. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like no. Let's build. Go back and do shrapnel artillery from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Building. Right, that was. Sorry. God, building. No, sorry. 4th Portuguese army. Move that up. Get the 4th army going. Okay, I mean look how much money we have. I honestly am a bit of a loss as to what to do with it. But we can build textile industry throughout. Furniture industry we could do throughout. How would we build up oil? Lead, I would like to. Motors, silk. The Portuguese market. Could, of course, what we could do actually is in Macau. They have dyes. They don't have anything else, but why don't we actually get textile mill in here? Oh, they have 0 peasants actually. Interesting. They have all left. Yeah, well, let's build that up there. Maybe we do like a luxury production line there, since they have local silk. See if we can get that going. Yeah, so GDP, it is increasing, yeah, but it can't increase at quite the pace it used to. I think I'm understanding as to why exactly that is the case. Modern nursing unlocked. By using techniques such as hand washing and bedside care, nurses are able to reduce the amount of fatalities by a considerable amount. Okay, unlocks various mobilization options, which we will review next time we actually mobilize. Yeah, we actually have 2 extra interests, yeah, as we continue to build up. To be honest, where else should we be interested in? North Sea, I guess. Don't really have anything to be interested in. Japan, maybe? Ooh, can we? Oh yeah, let's get interested in Japan. For sure, and maybe more of China. It's more reasonable. Now, defensive fact, improved relations, what are they? They're in a war against Austria and the United States. They do have 350 battalions. Whoa. 155,000 points. Okay, we need to build up ourselves because we're kind of... Yeah, I mean, look at us, 2,500. We are building. We're building. We're training. Okay. That is at least happening. We are building, we are colonizing. Let's keep speeding along. We're doing everything we can. We are moving up in the world. So I think, yeah, we are doing the right thing. My question is kind of, what is really the best way to do the right thing? Have a look. So there we go. Ooh, hang on. Joining the Scramble. Malaria prevention unlocked, first of all. Through a combination of medicine and preventative methods such as mosquito nets, it is possible to lower the effect of malaria in affected regions. +1 back to colonial affairs institution investment removes all effects from severe malaria in your owned colonies in states. Leads to antibiotics. Okay. Investment banks also been unlocked, towering financial institutions catering to the needs of corporate finance. Investment banks primarily assist in the raising of capital for private enterprise. Great. More urbanization. An extra company. Not bad. Let's go to institutions. Just immediately unlock level 5 colonial affairs, although that will eat up all of the bureaucracy we have. So in fact, I'm going to go ahead. Let's just use actually this lens. There you go, and just do a government sector like throughout, maybe here. Get one sort of like, well, don't think we actually quite need this. Zambezi already has one government sector, so perhaps remove this one. Just build like one around Africa. Because we will need that. Portugal's growing colonial empire in Africa, along with new means to prevent malaria, has made us a serious contender for colonial control of the continent. When I see this continent, I see a raw, unworked material from which anything could be carved. But as often when working with rough materials, mishaps are inevitable. Something breaks, blood is spilled. Portugal isn't so squeamish as to let a bit of blood get in the way of ambition, are we? Bring out the maps and the strategies. Strategies, yeah. Yeah, well, let's have a look, guys. What do we colonize? Alright, so look at this. This is now gonna go very fast. I mean, guess, yeah, let's grab these as well. Right, that's we sort of link up at least coal and lead. Finally lead. Yeah, let's do these for Congo or Chokwe, but also, yeah, let's do all of these every 100 days. Alright, let's go ahead and speed up and gain control of Central Africa here. Alright. Fabio was exiled from 2 Sicilies. Enact right of assembly. Low radicalism, low support. Scramble for Africa. We are close to achieving our ambition of establishing a large permanent colonial empire on the African continent. We have joined the colonial powers vying for control over the African continent, determined to carve out our own colonial empire. Own 7 or more unincorporated states in Africa. 95% of state regions in Africa must be completely owned by any country with a capital outside of Africa, a subject of any country with a capital outside of Africa, or a recognized power in Africa. Okay. Well, yeah, let's scramble. Insubordinate jingoist. An officer in our African colonies has intentionally provoked a confrontation with Chokwe, despite instructions to keep the peace. We can either save face by going along with the officer's plot or recall him, admit that we lost control of the situation, and upset the jingoists. Never mind the missives of weak-minded fools in the capital. Everything I have accomplished during these campaigns was done in spite of the ministry, not because of it. We have no choice but to attack Chokwe. Yeah, let's attack him. Not really a problem. That will give us colonization rights, which will speed up colonization drastically. God, look, there's still we're in surplus. It's crazy. France colonized Gabon. Okay, let's just... Visitors from the colonies. Intellectuals from Matabele are visiting our capital, arguing the case that their home country is far more civilized than we make it out to be, and that our colonial designs on them are unjustified. It's all affections and lies. Send them back immediately. Yeah. Perhaps there is some value in here in their perspective. No. It's all lies, for sure. We alienate intelligentsia and trade unions, that's fine. My intentions increase. Yeah, let's just grab all. That's a real scramble here. Boom. If every... So another like 5 years and we should be able to grab this, I think. But with ending the slave trade, Vittorio Lopez, leader of the intelligentsia and a well-known opponent of the global slave trade, argues that our colonial ambitions in Transvaal should be leveraged towards ending the practice on the continent. Sure, practical diplomacy must supersede such moralist sentiments. We have a duty to end slavery wherever our power reaches. Portugal, for 9 years, gets 0.2 colonial growth generation, 20% colonial growth speed. Excellent. Intelligentsia gets pledged to, yeah, end slave trade, +1 interest group approval. Yes, please. The local slave trade. No, we don't want, yeah, we definitely want more colonial growth. Ooh. That is very powerful. Here we are, however, missing a little bit from our own construction. Let's go ahead and maybe... Again, here we have logging camps. We'll just build a bit of furniture everywhere. Right, and a bit of textile mills. Because again, all of these things have cotton, like a couple. Again, furniture, they're never very productive. The reason they're not productive is because the output price is not very high. Why is it not very high? Well, because only a little bit of the demand is consumed locally and the rest is kind of national, really. Yeah, see, it's just a base price straight away. Like, it's very hard to get these massively profitable. But we'll try. British, has got coal, doesn't really have much here. We'd rather get all of these states. Zulu, we can just invade and take over, but we'll grab all of this. Kazembe. I mean, no one's really competing with us for Kazembe, so that's fine. Alright, North Angola. Inefficient agriculture. The industrialists have started complaining about the existence of subsistence farms in Zambezia, stating their undeniable inefficiency should be immediately addressed. We should follow their advice. Zambezia, they serve our purposes. Yeah. Leave us alone, industrialists. The rogue imperialist, a patriotic explorer and partisan of the Catholic Church, has been surveying land in French Herero land and signing treaties with local leaders on behalf of our nation. But France has already established a presence in this area. If the explorer's claims are recognized, France will be furious with us. Accept the claim on French Herero land and upset France. Armed forces and Catholic Church. You know, cool, but guys, France is... Yeah, 15,000 military strength. Reject the explorer and upset our own jingoists. Yeah, for 2 years only. Will result in diplomatic incident in Iberia, giving 1.3 infamy to France. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, let's kind of get our strength up a bit. And to be honest, now that we're done with malaria research, let's get military statistics so we can actually hire people faster. We could do trench works after that to get trench infantry. That's 6 years. Do that. Enlistment office repeaters. Hang on, Tswana uprising. Oh, hang on a minute. Tswana have launched a native uprising against us. Jeez. We'll get colonization rights. Sure, let's go ahead and take our military. 4th Portuguese Army. What do we have here? Supply requisitions expert and cautious. And yeah, this is a good commander. Let's get him out here. What does he have? 17? 15, yeah. Let's get him mobilized. Deploy him to front. Oh, sorry. Military. There you go. Oh, you know what we haven't done actually? Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Mobilization. Okay, well, that's too late now. Well, we could give them extra supplies, for example. Support equipment. Medical support. fabric and liquor. Yeah. Yeah, no. Okay, that's gonna need to come later. We need to, next time we mobilize, we need to not forget about this. Yeah, because it is important. Okay, yeah, we're running out of bureaucracy, so that's good. We're building all of that up. Let's just have a look around agricultural resources industry. What else could we like build up? That's interesting. This is. Go ahead and kind of build locally. Oh, we actually do have this little. Is Gambia. We never really. 1.19 million men. Yeah, Jesus. Well, let's go ahead and build something here. Textile mills, maybe? Yep. We still need. They don't even have any wood or anything. Furniture manufacturers. We could build cotton. They do have. It's probably like get like 5. Okay, well, as long as we're building something, to be honest, right now, because we're running out of things to build very much. Yeah, donation of knowledge. Rui Ferreira has offered to spend some of their personal wealth to fund the creation of a university in Alentejo. I mean, sure, I guess a wonderful idea. I mean, it will take away like 5,000 people. But fine, we'll take it's a free university. We don't want to alienate them. It's a good initiative. We are obviously missing people here. Sulfur, iron rail transportation. Sulfur, so already on rail transportation. Coal, let's do rail transportation. And hopefully that's enough people here. Oh, City of Plenty. The most prominent members of Alentejo High Society have been seen organizing luxurious parties in the new and lavish urban buildings. The party will never end. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, hang on. We're gonna take these guys out, no problem. Sure, with disease among the wounded. Deaths from disease among the wounded soldiers have skyrocketed. Offload some of the strain to the civilian medical sector. Oh, no, we don't want that. Portugal diseases, 20%. Okay, among raising concerns. The intelligentsia have expressed their concerns about government decisions clearly favoring the interests of the industrialists. Intelligentsia, just seriously. When will they just go away? Okay, that's it. We're done with Savannah. Savannah is done. Let's just fast forward, please. Yeah, there we are. Yes. Kind of encroaching upon them very quickly. Colonial affairs increased. Excellent. We're going to be colonizing boom even faster. Capitulation, of course. Yep, that's it. Great Britain sides with Argentina. Diplomatic place in Guarani. Okay. What is this? What is this? Mashona uprising. Sure. Well, let's get our 4th army. Get them right on top of here. Fine. Let's fight them and get the colonization rights. Yeah, so what's happening, guys? Yeah, so there is an uprising. Just, I mean, maybe, sorry. Keep not... maybe, well, I've already explained it, but just in case, maybe it's worth going over. So every time we colonize, tensions rise. They also decay a little bit, but on net, tensions keep rising, right? Whenever we kind of slowly encroach, as I mentioned, with on a local tribe, right? If we go Tswana, there you go. Tensions, volatile, right? Tension decay, base decay -5, tension decay -2, that's our tension decay per week. Per year it is 5, but we get -25% from colonial exploitation, right? If these rise, I think, above 75, then we can get an uprising. Now, in fact, are they having a second uprising against us? Are they? Portuguese colonization rights. Hang on. They are actually. Okay, well, let's deal with these guys quickly. La Plata. No, sorry. Hang on. Yeah, so Mashona. Oh, sorry, this is the diplomatic place. Sorry, I don't know why it's displayed here, but it's actually here. So tensions have arisen as we try to colonize Mashona. They will now do an uprising. We'll most likely defeat, well, not most likely, but always defeat them. Once we do, we get colonization rights. When we do colonization rights, Botswana, diplomacy, see, colonization rights gained by Portugal. And the colonization rights is a diplomatic pact that is created when a decentralized nation is defeated in a native uprising. It increases the speed at which the country granted colonization rights colonizes their territory and lasts for the duration of the truce. Truce is for 4 years. Yeah. There we are, guys. Let's go ahead and pause. We're in August 1900. So about, yeah, 2/3 of our way through the game. We've come up on the hour. We are still, yeah, increasing our GDP. Everything is well. It's just, I think what we're actually finding out, and to be honest, I'm learning a little bit myself, is that, you see, the steepness of the GDP curve has come down. Why is that? Well, that's because it's just not very efficient to build these buildings in colonial territories. That's why you need a lot of them, because you just can't handle like massive industries. Why? Because there isn't a lot of local demand, right? Because yes, and we're not building any manufactories because throughput is lower because our colonial law is set to colonial exploitation. So we're kind of, you know, massive territories extracting a lot of resources, but even then, like that, there is a limit to how many resources you can extract to feed your domestic economy. That's what we're finding out. So we're just building just simple textile manufactories everywhere, but even that runway will run out soon, to be honest, and we'll need to think about what do we actually do with this 140 construction that we have, and this massive surplus as well. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but let's see. We'll find out next time. If you have any suggestions, guys, on what we should do or how to advance our nation. Oh, look at this, we actually dropped in prestige, so we'll think about this next time and propel our nation to new heights. But yeah, everything is working out as we intended. So thanks all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're learning something, and I hope to see you in the next episode. But bye for now.